we've got to talk about dealing with impermanent loss, right? And what we're really talking about here is when you're out of range. Do not confuse impermanent loss and out of range. When you are out of range, yes, you are in impermanent loss, but you're also in impermanent loss before you get out of range. Okay, we talked about that yesterday. The question is, when you're out of range, what do we do? All right, you have a lot of options. Number one, you simply wait. And this is one of the things that you need to learn as an LPer is to manage your emotions. Don't freak out. Okay. Look at this, analyze it, think about it straight. You can simply wait. If you think that price, there's a good chance that the price will come back into your range, then just don't do anything. Be patient, calm, go touch grass, go lift weights at the gym, do something like that. Wait for it to come back. The other thing that you could do is open a one-sided bid ask at a lower price range, hoping to capture enough fees to offset your losses. So like we look at this is some old Nasana positions that I had. I'm down bad here. I could open a one-sided bid ask going even lower to try and offset some of those losses here. Of course, if it just keeps rugging, then you could just lose even more money. But the idea here is to capture fees to offset these losses here. Another option is to simply take that loss and reposition your liquidity. Okay, move lower. If you think you can capture enough fees, if there's sufficient volume in the new range, you can move down and offset those losses. And I have done that before. You know, maybe I made the mistake of LPing something at its all-time high, and then it dropped down and it kind of stayed at a lower level. Okay. Well, me just sitting up there, I'm not earning anything. So I withdrew and moved down to a lower spot, and I overcame my losses by allowing it to range in a lower position. Another thing that you got to do sometimes is just quit before it gets even worse. If something is rugging and it's just going to run to zero, it's better to quit at, say, a 70% loss than it is at a 90% loss. So you kind of have to learn and figure out how to look at something. You know, what is this doing? What's the trend? What do I do here? It's not the same answer for every single situation. And just as a reminder, when you withdraw, you are making impermanent loss permanent. So keep that in mind, guys. Okay, so now what do we do with earned fees? You have a lot of options here. You can claim these fees and just put it back into the position. Like this one here is Ron and Soul. I don't even know what Ron is. I don't care. I don't want it. I want my Soul. So I would take the Ron and just compound that into a bid ask or whatever back into the position. That's it. I'm hoping to earn fees on that and sell them at a higher price point. Another choice is to open a second position at a price point higher than what your current position is. And you can totally set a position up out of range. Okay. Let's say whatever this price is right here, you can create a position even higher than that. You just change the numbers when you're creating a position. Just the idea is I think this is going to pump. And so I want it to pump through that and sell it even higher, usually using the bid ask. The next one is sell the token that you don't want immediately. Like, so sometimes if I don't think something is going to pump or keep going back up or hit that all-time high, I may periodically claim and immediately sell those fees to lock in those profits. If I'm just holding a bunch of these tokens and it does nothing but go down, then I would have rather locked in and sold those profits at a higher point than I would at a lower one. I hope that made sense. And then the last one is simply hold that token and sell it. And there's a lot of people that do that. And a crypto dog, he does that with his, he will just claim his fees and hope for a pump and then sell that token at a higher price, just a spot sell. Now there's not, you don't have to do just one of these things. You might say, I'm going to sell half of it and then hold half. That's my moon bag. Or what I do, it all depends on the action, right? Something's hot and it's going back and forth, but I see potential for it to go up or it goes back up, and I'll compound it. If it looks like it's just trending down, it's going down, I'll switch to immediately sell and lock in my profits. So these are choices that you have.